Welcome to Parenting on the Go. I'm Sheena Monnin, and joining me here today in the studio is Annie Lehmann. Annie, thank you so much for stopping by. Today you're going to be talking about advocating for your special needs child. His name is Jonah. He's 34. He has severe autism, from what I understand, and he is the subject of your book, The Accidental Teacher, Life Lessons from My Silent Son. Now, thinking back to those early days, what was one of the biggest challenges as a parent that you faced?
One of the biggest challenges was not knowing what the diagnosis was, and it took us 3.5 years to learn that diagnosis. But back then, the diagnosis rate was 15 in 10,000. Today, that diagnosis rate is 1 in 68. So you can imagine that the program and the knowledge base about the disability was very, very minimal. And as a result, I had to kind of discover things on my own. In fact, there was so few books written about the subject that was one of the reasons that I ended up writing my book.
That's very admirable.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Now, thinking back, again, going over the years, if you could turn back the clock, what would be one thing you might want to change or improve upon?
Well, I would say that I wish I had trusted myself a little bit more. You go into a school system and you expect the professionals to have all the answers, and they don't always have the answers. You as a parent are spending day in and day out with your child, and you're getting to know them well, and you can bring information to the table that will benefit those professionals who work with your child. And these professionals really do work hard. If anyone understood how hard these professionals worked, it was me, because I was doing it for all the hours that they weren't with him. So I made a practice of always thanking them, and I really did appreciate the hard work that they did in caring for and trying to help Jonah along the way.
Absolutely. Now, thinking about parents who may be in your situation, they're just starting out on this journey, what might you tell to them?
I would say network early. Some of my closest friends were people who were in the same situation as me in dealing with a child with autism, and no one understands your situation better than someone else who is dealing with similar challenges. And I think that some of those people can eventually become people you partner with in developing programs and in maybe establishing long-term living situations for your adult child with autism.
Wonderful. And finally, what would be one takeaway message today?
That there's no failure here. No matter what you try in trying to help your child, every parent is really doing the best they can. And in fact, when I speak to groups, sometimes parents will come over to me and ask me about diets that they have their children on or different programs that they have their children on. And I always say that whatever they are doing, it takes a lot of work, and you have to be respectful of that, and you have to realize that everyone is trying the best they can, and it's not a failure if something doesn't work. It didn't work, and that's okay. You did the best you could, and that's how you have to view it.
Wow, that's wonderful words of wisdom right there. And thank you again for stopping by and sharing this personal and very important topic to all of us.
All right, thank you.
And thank you for joining us for this episode of Parenting on the Go. If you would like to look up more helpful parenting tips, you can visit the West Bloomfield Youth Assistance website at wbyouthassistance.org.